Pisces is the final sign in the zodiac and contains two stars, Purvabhadrapada and Revati. The second star Revati is symbolized by a pair of fish and relates to spiritual awakening and the wisdom of knowing the pros and cons of a subject. The sign of Pisces as a whole is generally represented by the symbol of Revati rather than Purvabhadrapada. Now imagine this knowledge of good and evil belonging to Revati falling into the wrong hands. What might they do with it? So Rahu entered Pisces from Aries at the start of November 2023 and has filled itself with the energy of Revati because it always travels in retrograde motion. It transited this star until July 2024. On 8 July 2024, it entered the star of Purvabhadrapada, which is the star that relates to deception and war. Hence, we can expect Rahu to use its knowledge of the pros and cons of a subject that it obtained from Revati to deceitfully or forcefully achieve its objectives. We have already seen Rahu in action since it entered Purvabhadrapada on 8 July. Since then, Israel has assassinated Hamas and Hezbollah leaders. Pagers have exploded in Lebanon, disabling Hezbollah's operational readiness and allowing Israel to launch a ground offensive into Lebanon. Recently, Assad's regime in Syria also fell, and Israel has claimed credit for this downfall. Furthermore, Israel is now feeling emboldened to attack Iran's nuclear installations. These events are showing the daredevil nature of Rahu. So why has Rahu's transit through Pisces impacted Israel more than any other nation on earth? Well, Pisces is the sign where Venus is exalted, and Venus represents Israel or the Jewish community. Israel's flag contains a six-pointed star. As per numerology, Venus is represented by the number 6. Now, even though Venus is not in Pisces, Rahu's transit through Pisces is enhancing the energy of Pisces and transmitting this energy to Earth. Hence, we have seen Israel in action since Rahu entered the influence zone of Pisces on 12th October 2023. Now, when Venus enters the influence zone of Pisces after 26 January 2025, it will come into direct contact with Rahu. Whenever Venus and Rahu come together, major events take place. For example, every 18 years, whenever Venus transits Rahu in the sign of Gemini, huge explosions take place. Here are two examples. In the first one, Saturn was also in Gemini and hence the results were devastating. In the most recent event, only Venus and Rahu were present and hence the results weren't as devastating despite the size of the explosion. However, this time they are coming together in Pisces instead of Gemini. As Pisces is the exaltation sign of Venus, it will be well behaved while transiting this sign. Unfortunately, Venus will start moving retrograde from 2nd March 2025 and hence will no longer be giving the results of exaltation